I thought we pitched and played great defense again. It's so important that we continue to learn what we need to do on the mound and playing great defense. Another airless game. The backups that we put in that didn't start the game, they came in and did a tremendous job. Hansen and Godbout on the left side of the infield, some of those plays that Godbout made at third base were spectacular, great to see. And it was, we had an opportunity to get a lot of different guys at bats, get them in the game. I thought Connolly early did a nice job of starting the game, and then got a couple of pitchers in the ball game that haven't had a chance to pitch yet, and I thought they did fantastic as well. So just overall, not much more you can do. I know we scored a ton of runs and had a lot of guys with some great at-bats, and that was good to see. And we'll get back out here tomorrow and get a good practice day and get ready for Columbia this weekend.
I was going to ask, what do you think Connolly did well today?
I thought his fastball command was better. That's where he needs to improve, and I thought that was much better out of him today. He's throwing harder. He's physically stronger than he was last year, and so he's throwing the ball better velocity-wise. But with that sometimes comes command issues, and that's what he's got to learn and he's got to perfect. And he's definitely better, and he just needs to take this opportunity to continue to improve, because we're gonna need him every time he gets the opportunity out there.
You mentioned the outfield defense. The defense, how to play O'Donnell, and Salke made the outfield double play.
Yeah, this was it's a tough day. The wind impacts the sport of baseball more than any other condition, and certainly we hit a couple of balls out as a result of it. But I thought our outfitters did a nice job of getting behind the ball. We talked about it before the game. When it's a gale force wind like that, you got to work really hard to get behind the baseball. And Salke and O'Donnell made a great diving play, and those guys are really good athletes, and it pays to have really good athletes in your outfield, on days like today.
You mentioned how valuable it is to get the young guys experience in the field, but talk about especially the plate appearances early in the season.
Yeah, it was great. We played 4 games. A lot of guys have had opportunities already, and that's good, because depth is important. This is a long season. You use a lot of different guys, and when you have the opportunity you need to get them in the game, get them some experience, and they're getting some incredibly valuable experience. And that said, we have a ton of confidence in the guys that aren't in the starting lineup. They could be the starting lineup the next day. They're all great players. You just got to, early in the season, you go with the guys that you felt like earned it in the preseason. That's what we're going with. And then as it moves forward, you collect all the opportunities and look at what adjustments you need to make. And so it's important that those guys are opportunistic when they get those chances.
You guys get Columbia this weekend. That's a regional team last year.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on them?
They're very, very well coached. I think they've won 3 out of the last 4 Ivy Leagues. They got a heck of a coaching staff. They got really good players. I think they scored a ton of runs last year in the Virginia Tech Regional. They knocked around Gonzaga, who a lot of people thought had one of the best pitching staffs in the country. So they're not going to back down. I know how well coached they are, and we're going to need to put this one behind us and get ready for a good team that's open up the season this coming weekend.